What's going on, beautiful people? Happiest of Thursdays. Happy Friday, Junior, however you so see it. We are here to go over the weekly review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 7, episode 17. This was titled Laugh Now or Cry Later. I do invite and welcome everybody in. Also encourage everybody like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Also a big welcome to our existing subscribers. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. James, you are late. I had to get started. I am on a tight schedule, but welcome in, you guys. The link to James's channel is in the description of this video, as well as several other great Black content creators. There is something for everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Excuse my tardiness. Had a lot of trouble getting in here, but I'm here.
It's okay. That's all that matters. As long as we hear I'm off camera. I'm not feeling well. And they talk about some sort of virus with a 40%
Yep.
something rate, and the government is
Child,
acting like they was acting in 2019.
gonna shut us down
Or
again, Lord Jesus. Y'all better get y'all water. Y'all better get y'all groceries, and of course,
right.
I will be moving during this time.
At least you're moving somewhere better. I think that
Oh
really
yeah,
counts.
because Phoenix not shutting down. If we go
No.
through another 2020, Phoenix is not shutting down, y'all. Phoenix is gonna stay open. Clubs gonna be open now, just gonna be open just like it was in 2020. Didn't shit close. Shit closed for 2 weeks, and that was it.
Yeah, see, I believe Atlanta was like that also.
Yep,
Because I
Atlanta
remember
was like
all
that
the
too.
reality shows were on Lake Havasu in Arizona, and
Oh
they were
yeah,
in Atlanta. All of them.
all of them.
Um,
Yeah.
Child, I'm so tired, you guys. I did try to put a post on the channel to let you guys know that I would be going live a little bit earlier. We're just like 30 minutes early. Um, James works night, so I figured it's probably easier for him. And then I ended up getting done with schoolwork early. So I was like, let me just get this out the way so I can go to hell to bed. But that is why we are early. I do appreciate everybody for being okay with that. But let's get into this episode 11 Hip Hop Miami. Y'all, these people, I don't know what's wrong with them.
Crazy.
I don't think they know what's wrong with them.
Crazy, deranged, ignorant. This was the most ghetto is, trashy is, unreliable, unpredictable. Like,
He
what am
said
I
ghetto
watching?
is
Kind of like,
trashy as
what
most
I am
unreliable.
just like, what the heck is going on? Why is everybody fighting?
I,
Do y'all not have nothing else to do? Y'all okay? Get into the episode.
I don't even think the people I don't even think the people know why they are fighting. We are going to start, unfortunately, the episode with a fight.
Yes.
And throughout the video, y'all, I will be trying my camera on StreamYard. I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard today. Per usual, is doing stuff. But we start with Pinky Doll losing her mind. This is what Pinky Doll does. Pinky Doll is somebody that's forever going to be, she's forever going to be messed up. My camera is working. I'm here. It's ghetto, but it's good enough.
You good. We can see you, so you good.
Like as long as you can see, because my glasses, I feel like when the blur's on, it blurs me out too. But I feel better not talking to myself on the screen, even though it's a great caricature. But Pinky and Sonia get into it. Sonia, I know that you were blessed with a great rack, baby, but wear abroad it fits. But outside of that, Sonia is a Grammy nominated or award winning. She's well respected in the industry, has helped write for Summer Walker. I don't understand why Homegirl is willing to beef with a bitch like Pinky Doll. Like, if I have talent, if I can sing, if I can write, if I can do all the things that Sonia can do, I'm not arguing with no bitch that's scarfing hot dogs down her throat on the internet for dollars.
Right.
Are you like, hello? We're not doing that. But Sonia got a beef with her. I get it. If someone tries to assault you or accuses you of something that you're not actually guilty of, which Pinky did do to Sonia, I get it. It's going to annoy you. But what happened to giving somebody a bad look or just refusing to speak to them? Like, why do we have to steal their song and all this extra stuff? How did you feel about it? Because I feel like they were both wrong.
They are both wrong. I mean, here's the thing. I know Pinky Doll is going to turn the volume up a notch and then do the absolute most. But for the most part, Sonya wasn't innocent either in it. So it was kind of like, why are we doing this? And I just
They
feel
just
like
wanted
Pinky
a scene.
Doll, yeah, I think Pinky Doll just wanted a scene because probably at this time they were like on the premise of, thinking they were probably going to come back another season. So she had to amp up the antics, not, but what a difference a day made because now the show ain't, going off air. So you did all this for nothing if that was the plan. Because I think that's
Literally.
yeah, like that's if you was trying to fight to get on next season, well, you must feel stupid because you show ain't gonna come back next season. This show ain't coming back next season. So Pinky Doll, Sanye, y'all did this for absolutely no reason because it shouldn't even have got to this point in the first place.
Even if we entertain the BS and treat it like a real storyline, Pinky, if you can do charity events, which we'll see her at later, if you could raise money for other people, raise money for yourself. You talking about you pay for your mama's life and you make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a stream, but you don't have the 30,000 to pay for a song. I feel like if you can't write and if you don't have any actual real talent, you have to expect to pay for people to write for you and to get actual music. That's just how I feel. But we're gonna move on from Pinky.
Please and thank you.
People like her are what would have killed this franchise fast if it wasn't already
I'm
dead.
trying to tell you.
We see Bobby. What's poppin', Q1? I'm happy to see you. I hope that you are having a good day. Y'all check out Q1 JTV. She posted last night her review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. She also posted a Divorce Sisters review, and she got a Girls Need Love review up also that I saw. Tap in, support her. Based on her subscribers, our subscribers are pretty much in the same space. So she has to be close to monetizing. She should be. She should absolutely be close. So let's share her page, subscribe to her channel, leave a comment if you're not subscribing. It does all help. It does all help. Oh, Lord. Who is next, y'all? I'm so tired today, James. Fight for my life. It's been
Me
a
too. I'm
long
over here.
day.
I got to. Why my comments going away?
Your
Lucy.
comments aren't loading. You having
Yeah,
StreamYard problems today.
I am. Shoot. Child, we all tired. Let's just get through it for it. We got a nasty ass thing coming up and we got, some foolery coming up too.
I'm trying. I'm just like, I don't know why, but May hit and my body is like, it's been a long year. You're halfway through. Bobby Lights, but in this scene, he's Vanity. Vanity is his alter ego when he puts on the wig and goes for his feminine alter ego. Bobby is going to be making EDM music under Vanity, which is this alter ego. And it didn't sound bad. It sounds like Bobby's interested in this genre, which does not surprise me based on like the parties he frequents and the things that he does. Also, EDM is bigger than a lot of people would think. I'm a huge EDM fan. I plan to go to EDC someday soon. But Trina comes by the studio and Bobby lets Trina know that Zoe told him that she overheard Shay talking crap to Julian about Trina, referring I have people bothering me at work at the end of the workday. I never understand why people do this. I'm so sorry. I'm off work at 4 o'clock California time, y'all. It's 3:38. Why are you hitting me up to fix something? Am I supposed to make a solution come out my ass in 20 minutes? I just wonder. But essentially, Bobby tells Trina all the things that were said about her husband, him being a purse holder, as well as the fact that Shay said F him. Listen, Trina was upset about this. She did read Shay for filth complaining and was like, she's just a baby mama. Listen, Shay may be just a baby mama, as people so call it. However, Trina, it's not a flex to be 50, however years old you are, with bags under your eyes that tell me you have not slept since Nan nigga came out. It doesn't make sense for you to think that you're insulting somebody, calling them a baby mama, when you married your husband. I believe it was in under 6 months.
And you met him at a hot dog. And you met him at a hot dog stand. So at the end of the day,
right?
Like I don't want to hear this from you, Trina. I really don't, because That story just sounds crazier and crazier every time I hear it. So, like for real, like I don't even don't get me wrong, y'all, I don't like Shay.
Mm-hmm.
That Bucky, I don't like Bucky since Bucky and Boots want to bring their asses on the show. I don't like Bucky, but at the end of the day, we not gonna act like Bucky ain't self-made and ain't got her shit going on, despite her not even having good discernment when it comes to picking men. We not gonna act like this lady is just all around in the gutter. Yes, she is hard and rough around the edges. Yes, she
As
got some
James
issues she need
says,
to.
she got a widescreen mouth, but the healthy hand, their products, I've heard nothing but good things. They're still
Yes,
around. She's
right.
profiting over $1 million in sales. She's doing actually very, very well with her product. And it's very rare that Black people last long term in wellness as it relates to the type of products that Shay is selling. So I don't like Shay Johnson at all. I can't stand Bucky and her heavy ass wigs. But I also don't like when we attack each other for shit that we can't control. Like, I feel like if we're attacking somebody because they're a baby mama, that's stupid. Shay wanted to have a child. She was older. We watched her go through a struggle with fibroids. It is what it is. We know she can't choose men for shit. We watched her date Flavor Flav. That's nothing new. But Trina acts like she's Miami royalty, and to some people she may be, but your husband is suspect also. And as a wife, if Mr. Best is getting into it with women the way that Trina's man be jumping in, I just feel like check your man. He's new here. You probably don't want to let him mingle with your business because what does he know? He couldn't do anything with his own rap career, but I digress. I digress, y'all.
We all
Um,
digress.
Kiwan said this episode was musty. And I just watched y'all's Kiwan cracked me up. And I just watched y'all's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta today. I just want to add all their mamas on the camping trip are bald headed, bald mouth with musty sons. Let me tell you. Old no edges, having ass Lynette. I I couldn't stand any of the mamas. I couldn't. Mama D, she makes me laugh, but I cannot. She said the way I cussed Trina out yesterday. I saw,
Because
I saw QY.
like for me, I don't need somebody who met their husband at a hot dog stand from him stalking her or whatever he was doing allegedly. I don't need someone like that to come and tell me about, my whole facts or whatever you want to label me as. Like, I don't need someone to do that.
Trina, your
Like,
dating roster has been public since I believe 98,
right.
and it is not the best. That is all. It is not the best. James, we in trouble. Kiwa said Amina, not my government name, and she spelled it right. It takes people years to spell my name right. Kiwa said Amina, please go to the corner and take James because he came with the assist. What did we do?
I didn't do anything,
We went.
K1. I didn't do anything. All I did was just say, I don't like when, Trina do this goofy shit that she be doing. I didn't say nothing
And the
wrong. I didn't say
bags on her
nothing less.
eyes do look like they have been there since Nan Nigga came out.
I
They
mean,
do. It's
I mean,
time.
it's almost so bad where you could sew them motherfuckers together and make a
You
string.
can.
Like,
You
I'm
remember the
serious.
somebody said there's some oil of Olay. Somebody called Stormy. Lord. And don't pass me up on a brand deal if somebody from one of these companies hits us up. We are available
We are
readily.
available.
Okay. We are gonna move forward though, because Trina and Shay, we'll see what comes of this at a later time. But I'm not surprised that she was irritated, but I do want her to be cognizant of the fact that if Trina was saying, oh, my tea kettle's just going off. If
Okay, I was like, what
Trina,
is that?
it's my tea kettle in the background. I think my husband fell asleep. He works hella early. He starts work at 6 a.m. So God bless the man. But we're gonna move into the next scene, which is gonna be Rada and Claudia. More foolery for us to giggle at. Now, Rada and Claudia are going out together to have. Well, Claudia's trying to talk some sense into her friend, but Claudia, if you haven't learned by 50 that you can't always talk sense into your friends, people gonna do what they want when they want, and there's nothing that you can do about it. She basically is. We learned from Rada. She warned Mike that the other chick, Nadia, will put him on child support. And Rada, her dumb ass, is like, yeah. And guess what? He came begging back to me because she did put him on child support. I said, and you're proud of this? You're like, this is not a flex, baby. now you legally tied to the bitch. And you still deal with them. So I'm looking at Rada like, girl, you're not winning. But she says that Mike sent a long message to her asking for her to help him fight against the chick that he got pregnant while she was pregnant. He wants Rada to help fight that chick in court. He also wants Rada to help with his career because apparently Rada is helpful in that way, which she is. I have heard that she was in the industry and has helped with artist relations and things like that, which would make sense. But now she not helping Mike and she not giving him no ass. And Mike is struggling. The text message ended by saying that he will marry Rada if she helps him with court after court concludes. I was thinking to myself, Mike is a fool, but we know that. Rada's also a fool. But I was thinking to myself, I feel like Claudia, like if I take it seriously, because I don't take these people seriously, Claudia needs to mind her business. As a friend, we can have our opinions. I could not stand James's ex. The other one. I just didn't feel like they were a good match. I didn't. I made it very clear. But I tried to make it clear in a way where it wasn't like, I hate this guy. Do not bring me around him. Or like make him feel like he couldn't bring me around the gentleman without, it being a problem. I didn't want him to do that. So it's like, you can tell your friends how you feel about their relationships, but this is too much. We gonna see Claudia pop up at his show. She done met with the other baby mama. Now she's having dinner telling her he's never gonna marry her and stuff. Like, that's a little bit too harsh.
Yes.
But I don't know. How do you feel about it? I'm gonna go get this tea kettle.
Claudia, I need you to mind your business. That's first and foremost. I need you to mind your business because once again, y'all, and I'm going to say this for people louder in the back, Rada did this to her fucking self. She accepted the conditions of this relationship. She accepted the fact that he can go around and fuck every Cindy, Susie, and Lena that he can find. She was fine with this. So now that a couple of females end up pregnant and got babies by him, now you want to sit up there and fight for the top of the throne over them other ladies? Like, to me, if I was Rada, I wouldn't give a fuck. Pay for this baby and let's move along. Because I'm not finna get involved with them side. Well, one, Rada a side chick. Everybody a side chick in this case. There is no main chick because she's not his wife. Everybody's a side chick. I'm not finna fight. Like, that's like Nick Cannon baby mama right now, the crazy one that be on red carpets talking about she number one and all the rest of them don't matter. And it's like, baby, he had 4 kids after your baby.
Right.
What the fuck do you mean them other baby mamas don't matter? Obviously, they matter enough if they had 4 babies after you. Your baby's not the last one. So, ladies,
having the kids mattered to him.
Right.
He could have just had them with you.
He could have just had them with you. So, I can't with this. And Claudia, I like Claudia. Don't get me wrong. I do. I like Claudia sometimes. But I feel like this is one of the times where this is what I be talking about with her. I cannot deal. I cannot.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Y'all, I'm doing stuff on the stove. My husband knocked out, so I will be off camera. I was asleep cooking. That's why I'll be saying I don't let him do things. Now y'all see who goes to sleep with the stove on. Moving forward, beautiful people. It looks like Kiwan is agreeing with James. Kiwan also says Shay ain't sponsoring a brokey like Trina. Not anymore. But she was, but Trina is like an authentic sponsor. Like, that's her husband. There's no prenup. She better hope it lasts forever and ever and ever. We are aware that Rada has a broken coochie. It might be broken because it sounds like Mike is willing to eat every other woman's coochie except for Rada's. Oh, I hate that we have to talk about that, but I'm like, you're not going to be talking about I'm your number one girl and your main and your fiance. You just need a side chick every month. But then you eating the coochie of the side chicks every month, but you're not eating the coochie of the one who's keeping your business and stuff together. So maybe her coochie is broken. Maybe it's like growls at him or something when his face get close. Maybe it jump scares and screams when it sees Michael Blackston in that gap coming near it. Something got to happen. Something's going on though. Okay, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave. It's been a long week, y'all. I'm gonna behave. Kiwan said, Radar keep Claudia around because she say, oh, not Radar. Rada keeps Claudia around because she says things Rada wants to say but won't. That is the best point ever. I think some people do have friends that are more vocal than them, and if they need to, they will use them. I got some friends I only call to come around when I need somebody to get cussed out. Hey, they thrive. If they thrive, they thrive. She looks like she's also agreeing with James. We are going to move into Kent Jones, James and Kiwan
No,
JTV's
this is
favorite.
this is where I sign off.
Kent Jones and that damn eye. I don't understand why he doesn't just like. There's a lot Kent Jones can do, I think, to improve his whole situation. Like, he doesn't have to look as dirty as he does. He just does not. I never seen nobody dressed like a pimp or trying to have the persona of somebody smooth or with money that looked dirty all the time.
Right.
He just looked like he sweats really bad from that Florida humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it sticks to things and he has a smell. But he's at his auntie's house, and I've been waiting to see this auntie because the last time
I
we see this auntie, first of all, she had a regular apartment like we all see somebody with. I appreciated that. And, you know, auntie, she was cool. She was really cool and try to be respectful. But when that lady put her foot on that table next to that chicken, auntie almost whooped her ass. And I wasn't mad at auntie. I was not mad at her. So I'm happy to see her back and in a much lighter light. I am. But Ken is going to be trying to get into comedy. This doesn't surprise me because from the moment he's came on the show, he's been like going toe to toe with Michael Blackson about jokes. Some of them are funny. Is it enough for a stand-up show? I don't think so. For whatever reason, Jacquay came through the auntie's house with a fresh, dark and lovely relaxer applied to his hair. And I didn't understand why he was there. I think James is right when he says Love and Hip Hop is coming to an end. And there's a lot of people, because y'all remember Jacquay was there when Mariah Lynn was there, when Cardi B was there, when Bianca is King is there, when that white DJ boy, what's his name? I can never remember his name, but the one who was cheating on his girl with Bianca, the one he now got pregnant. Jacquay was on Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm not seeing how he connects to the Miami cast at all. Have you seen that? Because I feel like he just be
here. And I'm gonna say allegedly because this is not something I've seen legally, but I feel like when VH1 owes you some money, or when they transfer to BET, they probably had to tie up loose ends and contracts, and maybe he was one of them. Because as I said, I didn't remember him on Love and Hip Hop New York. I couldn't tell you what season he was on, so maybe he got a raw deal, and they're trying to tie up loose ends. That's why they brought him on to the Miami, because it wouldn't have made sense for him to go to Atlanta, because a lot of the times producers from New York go to Miami a lot. So that in that instance, that makes sense to me to some extent.
That gives some explanation, but
no, because I feel like, to me, I feel like anybody who, because as I said, Yandy was random to Atlanta. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would she be there?
She was, but at least she's created the franchise, so I can accept that from Yandy. But Jacquay, I'm just kind of like, the last we saw him, he was supposed to have like a happily ever after with that Cayenne chick. Then they ended up breaking up, and then he was just kind of gone, and she was gone too. But he's here. I didn't quite understand him there. He was just kind of in the scene, but Kent Jones, I knew his jokes wasn't going to be funny before we even get to the stand-up show at the end of the episode, because he made a joke about HIV. I understand dark comedy. James will tell y'all I have a very fucked up sense of humor. I have a very dark sense of humor. I'm a very direct person. But like, are we joking about HIV?
It was very in poor taste. It wasn't funny to me at all. It's like, we thank God that it's come a long way and that people are living longer, and that we have found a preventative measure to, not catch it ourselves. But for you to sit up there and do that, I was like, that is in very poor taste. Like y'all didn't learn anything.
To overcome that stigma,
right? Y'all Y'all didn't learn anything from the baby, really? Y'all did not learn anything from that situation.
Shit, he made a comeback.
He
Got that
did, like,
thing
and by the
up.
grace of God, I didn't see nothing. Like I said, I think the little dude is down to all the little dolphin teeth in his mouth, but at the same time, what he said was very ignorant.
That's true.
And like
It
this
was
situation
random
is
too.
no different, and it was random, just like this situation. This was very ignorant to do on national TV, let alone like in private or in public. Like, why are you doing this on national TV?
I don't understand what Ken Jones is trying to do, but I will say this. Sometimes you can make a funny joke. You could be funny in your actual life. The same way me and James get up here and joke here or there about what we see on life doesn't mean that we need to stand up and try giving a full stand-up comedy show. Okay. Sometimes you can laugh in conversation. There's definitely a difference from laughing in, on the stage. But
Right.
Kent Jones, I've just determined that somebody that used to know me, that knows somebody who knows somebody that worked for VH1 is poking a doll doing shit to irritate me. Because every time he comes on the screen, I'm annoyed. My teeth be itching. I don't like. Who said it? I think it was Kiwan who said that he looks like a leprechaun, a cross between a leprechaun and a pimp with special needs. That is Kent Jones. I can't. I'm pretty sure it was Kiwan because she be saying some off the wall stuff. Kiwan said confession 101. I know. My last name is Jones. It's a common black last name. It's a common black last name,
Absolutely.
girl. We gonna blame that on them colonizers and slavery, girl. That ain't your fault. That's a distant relative, girl. Don't claim them. I was here for Auntie, but I'm gonna need her to fry her bologna and toast the bread.
Or let's just upgrade and get turkey and ham.
That lady came on national television and gave them a dry, soft sandwich. Okay,
Like, I get y'all. I used to live in Miami. I totally get like how expensive them grocery stores is, but still, we could do better than that. Now, come on, oof, I could go for a Publix salad right about now.
we don't even got Publix. All we got is Safeway, and they getting
We
lazy.
Publix. Let me tell you, Publix in Miami, when they make you a salad in that deli, girl, there ain't nothing else in this world like it. But I tell you, they can't even close the damn container.
I'll be
They had to
having to
wrap it in
cuss
saran.
Safeway out.
They had to wrap that in saran wrap.
I be having to cuss Safeway out every time because every time I go, it's always some older colorless lady. I say, let me come back another day. Now, when I see some niggas,
Right. That's what I say. That's why I love South. That's why I love South Florida when it comes to Publix, because I know Auntie back there, and I know she got all her nieces and nephews with her, and they all know what they do.
Good afternoon to you, JB. Good evening.
Hi, JB.
Oh Lord, I cannot. Now I want some food that I don't have, and I was craving Italian, but now I'm gonna have to switch up the game.
I want a salad.
Lord.
I'm like really craving salad today. I don't know why. That's such a random thing.
That's a good craving. I wish I crave salad. Everything I crave goes to my ass. But what can we do?
I love a good salad. I'm telling you, I'm one of those people. Give me a good salad, I am happy.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing. The only salads I like is El Pollo Loco. Y'all, don't ask. What comes next after the Auntie house? Did you have anything to add on the Auntie?
No, we can move on.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Gael is watching Michael Blackson rehearse.
I forgot this scene was there. I can't take that lady serious.
Flo, come get your sister.
No, Flo, stay your ass at home with Martha.
Come get your sister.
We don't need you. We don't need you here, Flo. We do not need you.
I want her to come get her sister. Take her home with her.
I'd rather her mama come and get her. Like
not the mama.
Yeah, I'd rather see the mama. I don't want to see Flo again. I really don't. Hi,
Miss Sandra. I hope you are having a good day. Are you on vacation? I feel like she was on vacation. I saw a video.
I would love to go on a vacation.
Right. It's coming, friend. Once you get settled,
girl, we is not
keep plan it out.
Keep on. We is not calling that girl that name. Her name is Gail.
Listen,
I'm gonna accept Gael because that's probably the pronunciation in their country, but in America, it is Gail. Her name is Gail. Do y'all know a Gail that is, saying? Shout out to Giovanna.
Actually, Gail and Wanda's. always be
Gail's
warped in my
Wanda's
head.
is always something crazy. They make a cook. Now I'm gonna get Gail's can cook usually,
That's true.
but yes, but for the most part, they not saying, shout out to Yovana.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm ever in Miami, I would probably skip South Beach and go straight to Gayu, which is her restaurant, because the food do look good.
It look good. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that food, every time I see it, I went on her website. That food look amazing.
That she says she been in business 21 years. I see why. It
Yeah,
look good.
that food is good. That look good. I've never, because I never heard of her until loving hip hop, and by the time she came on screen, I was already back in Phoenix. So, but yeah, I definitely want to try it. When I go back there, I definitely want to try it.
And why? Kiwa said everybody musty. She said, y'all know I love heaven, raggedy, evil, musty self.
Well, I mean, it is South Florida. You got to buy the, most expensive antiperspirant. You can't buy that
the
cheap
clinical
shit.
version.
You get to buy the clinical. Yep, that's one thing I had to learn when I moved there. I said, God damn, I just showered. So you got to buy the clinical. Yep, the $14.99 at Walmart. Yep.
No, $14.99. That's cheap to be Mo out here. Lord. But Gael and Michael are rehearsing for his performance. Nothing really came out of this scene, but I just wanted to bring it up because it's funny. Did you want to talk about anything that came out of
No, we can move on because I'm not.
Michael, it was funny that he was mad at her. He said, the advice you gave me, it did not work. Now they're all mad. It's just how
it wasn't supposed to work, fool. That was supposed to be for her. That's supposed to be for her benefit. Yeah, like what makes you think that a lady? So you think out of the goodness of that lady's heart that she was giving you this advice, thinking that was gonna mend the relationship between you and Rada or you and the other old lady Nadia? You really thought that was gonna do that, baby? That was for Gael's benefit.
Daddy, her sister's husband.
Yeah, like, that lady ain't got no clue.
Son-in-law.
That lady ain't got no coos. Like, what the hell is you talking about? Anytime a lady sleep with her sister's husband and just said it just casually, like as if it was no big deal, like we just sharing the husbands in the family. Yeah, no. So, Michael, come on. Like, you got to think that was. Girl, get them off my screen. Who next? Because I cannot.
I cannot. We gotta get to more foolery, y'all. It don't get better. Boots. Okay, aka Larissa from Flavor of Love. We later get to see Boots feed up with Trick Daddy. Bondi Blue, I know you are a giant creator. Shout out to all of our creators and everybody in NOLA from NOLA. I will always support people from there. I just will. Kiwan is from NOLA. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Probably from around there too. Buy a candle. Hello, Courtney. Look, I'm just saying, but Bondi Blue did a caption that cracked me up about that scene with Boots and Trick Daddy. She says something crazy. I wish I would have found it for here, but she read them for Phil. Because Boots, you went from Flavor Flav to Michael Blackson to Trick Daddy. They just get worse and worse.
See, I need to put them in a Marry Fuck Kill and put you, Kiwan and Shayna, back on my screen.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He ain't right. It's his feet. Fuck.
Y'all really was surprised by that? I wasn't surprised by that. No, I was not.
It just like, why are you ignoring? Like, he needs medication. He got to figure that out.
That's definitely some fungus. Like, I'm sorry, them fungus underneath.
That's more than a fungus right now.
Yeah, like that's definitely. Ooh,
that's what that Sunday's chicken booty.
I keep trying to tell y'all, Boots is like Malaysia from basketball wise. They love ugly men. They do. They love ugly men. I don't know what that's about. Y'all, I'm telling you that I don't know, because I know a lot of women like this. Like, they get men that are so aesthetically not pleasing. And in Boots'
case, this bitch is a gold digger, because she said it when the scene was.
Because her husband is not cute either, so that's why.
I'm looking for a man to upgrade my status. I hate when women make comments like that.
No, I think she is gold digging, but at the same time, her husband wasn't attractive either. So it's like, no, I think she really likes ugly men, like Malaysia. I really do.
I don't know what she's doing, but she stressed me out. She absolutely stressed me out. She really did stress me out watching the scene. And it just got worse and worse. Trick Daddy's trying to, I don't know if it was a potato chip or a dried apricot, but He was trying to feed something to her. It just did not work out. Her lashes too damn long. I thought the food was gonna fall into her bat wing eyelashes. I'm looking and things just did not make sense. It was real ratchet. Trick Daddy looked at her and he's like, I don't like a woman with wigs and stuff. I said, leave it to the Mucinex monster to
have particulars.
To have not just to have particulars, but to have one of the strongest motherfucking lists of requirements for a woman. Negro, you don't take your medicine. You look like you in your 3rd trimester of pregnancy. Your face looks like the moon when they landed on it and aired it in the fucking back in the day. You ain't had a hit since before Mrs. Best had a period. And you living in that same house for a reason. And you and Joyce claim your divorces because you broke. You were set up, Brutes.
You sure was. And see, I would look at Joy sideways because why are you fixing me up with your husband?
I'd be at the notary and the attorney.
Okay, for real. I'll be on the payment plan talking about, is it $30, $40 a month? I could do that until I can up them payments. When I tell y'all, the courthouse does payment plans, by the way. They do payment plans. It is not, you do not have to have all that money up front like that anymore. They do, because they know everybody going through it. They have payment plans where they have a firm, they have all kind of shit nowadays where y'all can go up there, fill out your paperwork, get on the payment plan, pay your little $100 down payment, and call it a fucking day. There's no excuse anymore, y'all. There's no excuse anymore to stay in these marriages. No excuse.
I don't understand what she's doing. I genuinely don't understand it. But Boots, you also not in his age group. Boots is 41. Trick Daddy say he don't like his women a certain age or something like that. So I'm looking at this whole scene and I'm confused. But I just can't stand that he has this long list of women. He's counting out women his age as if they're less than, when honestly, a woman over 30 is the best woman you're gonna get, because and the nastiest.
You didn't learn nothing from that little the little natural girl you was with when you and Joy had to put it about your house. Y'all don't remember that? But Joy said, yeah, my baby. Y'all remember that?
He don't care. He want to, as he said in his interview, he want to put his legs in the air and let these young girls eat at his booty like groceries.
Oh, I forgot that's what he like. Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, the audacity of him to look the way he look and be in the situation that he's in and still married, and to think that he can have all of these requirements for women when you a nigga that like to put your legs in the air and get your booty hole played with. I don't care when nobody say, if your man wants you to eat his booty and claims to be straight, he's not.
He's not. No, I'm sorry.
I promise you he's not. He may not be willing to accept that, but he's not.
I even know a gay person who don't even want to be penetrated. He don't want his. He said it is a one-way streak. I only like hand jobs. I said, oh, well, excuse the fuck out of me. Okay. Listen. You ain't saying nothing but a word. That's less work for me. But I'm just saying, like, to me, we wasn't gonna last long because he was ignorant as fuck. But I'm just saying, like, even some gay men don't even like it. Like, I'm just saying to put that out there. Some gay men don't even like that shit. So for a straight man to like it, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Now, why you gotta put your legs up in the air?
Put your legs up in the air. You could just turn over. What the fuck?
Why got to be? Y'all don't Trick look like he don't wipe his ass well.
Stop. I did not want that visual.
I see him just frying chicken and wiping it on his hand. And I just can't with Trick Daddy. I can't. I'm looking at Joy like, girl.
Joy, you got some explaining to do. Samantha, you got some explaining to do.
Well, no, because back in the day when Samantha and Joy first got with him, Trick Daddy was handsome at one point. But
he was fine.
He just, I'm cracking up that he still got a picture of himself from back when he was handsome in his house, though, hella big, going up the staircase. I was looking at it when he and Joy was arguing earlier in the season. But Trick Daddy told Boots, she said she like a man with status, that he said he don't usually go for girls that wear wigs, talking about Boots. He like his women to wear braids and plaits. I said, no, plaits. What?
I said,
really?
Plaits. I said,
are you
she's
serious?
12? Like, what the
Who's
fuck?
still wearing these?
Who's still wearing plaits? Is she
what?
Felicia? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I'm like, I do it like the night before I do a twist out or something, but
I mean, ain't nobody Trick. Ain't no lady finna walk out her house with some damn plaits in her hair unless she got to run to the stove for one thing and she don't feel like putting on that bonnet. Like, I've seen that. But ain't nobody just gonna be sporting just no plats. Like
To be
she
sporting
12
it, to be sporting it,
with knock
right?
balls and shit. Like nobody's finna do that. Nobody is 12 years old here. What the fuck are we talking about?
He don't know. And at this point, I just want Trick Daddy to stop talking about what he dates, who he dates, how he dates, and the fact that he dates, because I'm stressed out. And Boots, you're a big disappointment. Like I don't care if you like people who aren't attractive, but to come on here and really say that you want a man to update your status, girl, update your own status, uplift women. Don't you have daughters? I remember years ago after Flavor of Love, it came out that she had like 4 kids, and that was years and years ago. Like, be the example, y'all. Like, her
I'm
kids
just
gonna watch this
saying,
one
you couldn't
day.
pick anybody else. Like Boots is very beautiful, y'all. She couldn't pick anybody else. There was nobody else available.
Because a real man gonna
You live
censor
in Las
thirst.
Vegas. You mean to tell me in Vegas, all them retired ass celebrities out there? You mean to tell me you couldn't find one there? You had to come and get with
Oh no,
Michael Black.
my best friend, Latasha. Shout out to Latasha. She be watching these lives. I will see her in New Orleans shortly, but she stay in Vegas. Her horror stories with Dayton be worse than Phoenix. I don't know what the hell going on out in Vegas. I got a cousin in Vegas. My other cousin, she says all the time, shout out to Vicky, I just escaped Vegas. She moved back to New Orleans. She said it was better than Vegas. I said, oh damn, the hell going on out there?
Vegas. You got to have a strong sense of sensibility to be in Vegas. When I tell you, you got to not need for shit. No man, no money, no groceries, no nothing. When I tell you Vegas be on that shit, that's why everyone says,
Water
why you gonna move
customers.
to Vegas? And water coming through
No,
your
it's expensive now. It's competitive, and ain't no jobs. And now even the jobs that used to exist in the casino industry ain't there because
Ain't
nobody's
there no more
going.
yet. Ain't nobody going yet. So real estate is not happening like it's supposed to. And then like they trying to get celebrities like Mark Wahlberg did a video a couple years ago showcasing his house in Vegas, and now he wants to open up a production company, or he may have opened a production company in Vegas. And they're showcasing all that just to try to get people interested. I was like, that shit ain't gonna work because not everybody wants to be an actor. So what the hell?
No, and then he's MAGA. He's been struggling with likes.
Yeah.
But that's really it with those two. We do later see Michael Blackson in bed with Boots. Like literally, it was the next scene after this. I said, now she went from Trick Daddy feeding her food and requesting plaques to laying up at Michael Blackson's bed. All of the next scene. I could not believe it. But Boots told Michael that Gael is using him. Where are the storylines, y'all? Where are the storylines? You gonna tell Michael Blackson that Gael is using him as you are literally using him for the things that you could get out of him.
Michael Blackston may be delayed in some ways, but I feel like to me, I don't think he's that fucking stupid. I think he knows that this lady is using Kim because he's not appealing. He knows he's not cute. So what the hell else is she gonna do with him? And I know Gael don't have particulars on what she like either, like Boots. Gael will really mess with anything that walk. So, I mean, come on.
Hot Mess Express, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. I appreciate those who are still here and hanging in there. Also, big shout out to our replay gang. If you are watching the replay, we appreciate you. We shout you out and uplift you, and you are appreciated. I do hope that people consider liking the video in or on your way out. If you really like the channel, consider subscribing. There are playlists so you can check out all the content we cover. And tomorrow, me and James will be having 2 lives. One of them, we're going to be doing a lot of announcements for the channel and going over our schedule's a little bit for thy summertime. Lots of change to come to both channels, so be on the lookout for that. All right, TED Talk over. The next thing we see is Pinky Doll and Jacquay. They are in New York City because she's doing a charity fundraiser. I think that anybody who is blessed should give back. I don't know if y'all have seen on the Mrs. Best Reviews Instagram page, I do volunteer in Oakland. I try to donate as often as I can. I always support small businesses off YouTube, on YouTube, all of those things. I think if we're blessed, we should spread the blessings, say thank you by giving back to somebody else, however you are able to. So I was happy to see Pinky Doll do that. But then she went back to hell. Now, she lacks entire accountability. She talks to Jacquay at the event. He says they flew in separately, and Pinky Doll essentially feels like Jacquay is wrong for not getting her song. I don't buy this storyline, but I'm going to say this, you dumb anorexic looking bitch. I'm gonna say this, Pinky. You only went to Big D and Trick Daddy behind Jacque's back and against his personal and professional advice as your manager at the time. He said, do not meet with people without him being there. Why? Because let's say that I am an artist and James becomes my manager. I'm going to focus on the art, writing the music and things, and James is going to focus on handling the deals, making sure contracts are right, or ensuring that I'm connected with attorneys who can make sure the contracts are right. You want to listen to your manager about certain things. And she did not do that. That is why she did that song with Big D. She told Jacque afterwards, and she learned that she had to pay for the song. So I feel like you cannot blame him for not getting the song back when there wouldn't even be a song for him to go after or any of this drama had you listened. I don't know who's going to take her seriously after this, but how do you feel about their little scene?
Here's the thing. Once again, this is where impatience needs to be, studied, because I get you on a time crunch. I get you need things to happen when they need to happen. And I get you trying to take all the risk you can, being in Miami. However, you still have to have a certain decorum, not only about yourself, by the way you do business, and you need to have some base level education about working with people, especially when, there are contracts involved. So definitely needed to happen that she needed to be chastised about how she moves, because you can't make these kind of decisions and think that people can just clean up your mess right after just because he's quote unquote your man. So to me, listen, I wish her well. I wish her the best, but I feel like she's going to be somebody that learns this industry the hard way. Yeah, she's already doing it now.
I think she's learning the industry the hard way. She came in Love and Hip Hop acting a fool. Even though people talk negatively about Love and Hip Hop, people speak negatively about networks like Zeus and shows like Baddies. These people are still being recognized and noticed and offered gigs and asked to host things even outside of that. So regardless, you have to be careful how you present yourself as it relates to business. That's why, for example, I was here early today. I put up a note to let people know me and James would be early. Like, even if you're doing something for fun, you still want to have a certain level of professionalism to it, But Pinky definitely doesn't understand that. Let me get these comments. Kiwan, I'm sorry I missed this comment. She said, why did she tell Mike Gold to buy her a car? I want to hear somebody so bad say, buy me a car and in my name.
Right. Let me go to the dealership with you. You just give them the cash and I sign the contracts.
Okay.
I don't need it, because if you're gonna listen, I don't want no strings attached to you for the car you buy if you agree to do it. So yes, we'll go to the dealership together. I will pick out the car, you just give them the cash, and I will sign. You can leave. I'll sign everything else once that check clear. So yes, I don't need that. So to me, y'all women got to be smarter than this when y'all ask for men for these extravagant ass gifts. Like, I'm just saying, why does he need to buy you a car?
Or girl, keep it player. Why are you announcing your plans? Just find a way to, finesse him out of
finesse him that car. Yeah, for
what
real.
What are you doing? Boots, call a Gemini. We'll teach you our ways. She said, "Is that her song?" It's not her song, child. It's not her song. Pinky Doll is great with the voiceover, but Pinky Doll cannot rap. She's not a rapper. She's not, and it has nothing to do with the language barrier that she has. There are drill rappers going crazy in Australia, in Great Britain. Like, my husband is good friends with a Swedish rapper. When he raps in English, there is an accent, but it still sounds good. This bitch just can't rap. That's all. Pinky ain't got no talent, and that's okay. That's okay. And yes, she's popular, straight up bop, Polskis, rip, what they call them now, thought.
Yeah, I don't know what I just say hoe, but I'm listening. Everybody a hoe, that's some. Listen. I told y'all, James ain't mad at hoe.
We've been saying.
I know we say Bob. I know. I'm just saying. But in today's, I'd act like an old ass uncle now, so I say hoe. But the thing about it is, I'm not mad at hoes. I'm really not. I'm not mad at hoes. I'm not mad
Not
at
you not
bops.
mad at
I've told
hoes.
you, I'm not mad at
Get your
hoes. I'm not mad
money.
at prostitutes. Listen, I'm not mad at strippers. I'm not mad at hoes. I'm not mad at prostitutes. I'm not mad at sugar babies. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm really not. I'm actually a team.
Listen,
Listen, I'm y'all cheerleader. Look,
if
be
I could be a
aggressive.
sugar baby,
Be aggressive, because when I tell y'all, if I had the chance of the lifetime, if I could lift this leg up, my ass would be up there. So, I'm just saying, like, at times it's hard. Gas prices is how much? I got the gas station right across the street, $4.98. So yes, yes. Do what y'all got to do. Get that money. Especially if you got a fool that's willing to give it to you. Get that money and don't care about what nobody say. No auntie, not no cousin, not no co-worker. Don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. Get your fucking money.
no, she gotta eat his booty meat to get the
No,
car.
I ain't. No, I draw the line at that shit. No, hell no, I'm not doing. I'm not
Trick
doing.
won't even give her a
I'm
car.
not doing all. Let me
Trick
explain
will
something
fry
to
her
y'all.
some chicken and help her get high cholesterol and heartburn, but he is not gonna get her anything
ladies,
else.
be selective. Stop getting with just any old, Mucinex, dark and unburnt ass hot dog looking ass men. Stop doing that.
Courtney, I feel this. She said it's only so far I could go for an ugly man child.
That's what I said. Listen.
I got my limitations. That's why I got a day job.
Let me tell you, I got limitations too. I can't do just anything. Like, I can't just be with anybody. Like, I got to have some baseline attraction to you. And it goes beyond the dimple thing. Like, let me explain something to you.
And you gotta smell good.
Yeah. And you gotta smell good. You got to be clean. It's only so much. Like, damn, like, be attractive.
She wants to. She inspired to start her OnlyFans.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not mad at anybody who started. Let me tell y'all, playing with your belly buttons, do whatever you got to do.
You're not playing with your belly buttons. I could die.
Men who are into that shit. There is men who are into that shit. Like, I promise you, somebody was just telling me that.
Nope. We go move it along, y'all. Shay and Trina have a talk. These two have a talk. And this was the widescreen mouth battle. Because they're both so loud. I had to turn the TV down because my cat was sleeping. I watched this morning. They got to yelling. The cat looked up. Y'all know how animal ears do that thing where they move back and forth when they hear some shit. I said, let me turn them down. The cat was looking at me and looking at the TV. They were so loud. But Shay went by to talk to Trina, and Shay asked if Trina is okay with her husband starting shit and inserting himself into business that don't have nothing to do with him. And honestly, Shay, you're going to Trina about business that don't have nothing to do with her. Because if you're going to take that perspective, because nobody could tell my husband that business don't have nothing to do with him. Nobody could tell him that. He'll act an absolute fool. So, Shay, on the same end, like, Trina didn't throw nothing at your mama. Joy did. You have not tried to address Joy one time. If I got a problem with a bitch, I'm gonna go to a bitch face and we gonna talk about it, or we gonna fight it out. But if I have a problem with somebody, I'm gonna address the person I have a problem with. What the fuck I look like calling James's brother because he has pissed me off? Does that make sense?
No.
Does that make sense? I could go on James's Instagram and start messaging his mama, calling his family. They all on there. They all look the same. They're easy to find. I'm just saying, like, I could literally go bother them. But if I have a problem with James, I'm going to talk to him. It's easier that way. And isn't that what you want when you have a problem with somebody, to address that person?
At least one would hope. At least one would hope that is what you would do in the circumstance. Like, to me, as I tell people all the time, you don't go to people's families and cousins and aunties to talk about them. If you can't rectify them with the problem, then you need to move on.
Unless that person is under the age of 18, okay, there's no reason to go to the family.
Yeah.
There's just not. So I don't think Shay is getting this. And if somebody goes to Shay's mama or Shay's family, she gets so booty tickled and so loud. So,
but the thing about it is, Shay, your mama and them is on the show. I feel like anybody on the show is fair game.
That's true. That's also true. Also true. That's also very true. But I don't know, they did too much. Also, I'd like to point out Shay's wig glue was crazy. That shit came down to her eyebrows. I don't know what is going on
It's
with.
humidity. It's like you gotta say this.
No, James, her wig glue came low, and so did the wig. Like, she pulled a Emma from before the 90 days, but she actually glued it down. Emma don't glue it down. You could just rip it off. Shay, you could tell she used so much wig glue and Pro Style to get that thing down. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. I had to get that out. I know I'm going to hell, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Uh, but yeah, I thought it was crazy that they got into it like that. But what ends up happening, they go back and forth. Trina pretty much tells Shay, you've been arguing with bitches for years and years. Trina did make some good points, like, Shay, you went to both of your places of employment to address her about something that has nothing to do with work that was unprofessional. I hate people who respect their own business but have no respect for other people's business. It's given Shay is professional for the healthy hand and not a damn thing else. That's exactly what it's given. But I don't know. These two kind of irked me. Julian kicking Shay out of the movie because Trina is an executive producer makes sense. But then I'm kind of like, Julian, why wouldn't you tell Shay, since that's supposed to be your homegirl, why wouldn't you be like, are you sure you want to address Trina and not wait? Because she is an executive producer. So if things go left, you're not going to be in the movie. He could have prepared her for that. But instead, he just kind of kicked her out of the movie. I don't know. I just feel weird about it. I do want, what's his name? Swerve? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
I want Swerve to like not be so involved in feminine business because it's weird. But I really just want Shay to be quiet. If I'm being honest, that's all.
Don't we all? Don't we
Don't
all? Don't we all want her to be quiet? But she's not gonna do it.
She
She's
said, I
not
work
gonna.
2 jobs, so I won't have to be
Oh
out
my
here like Stony
god.
from Set It Off.
Nate
Nightmare.
Andrews. That is like when I tell you that is like one of my worst fears dating
Mm.
men was that situation. Like I was praying, please don't let no old man find me attractive and he have a whole bunch of money and I'm like and I lose my mind.
Not that I lose my mind. She said
Yeah,
it was Boots who lunged that
she
drink.
sure did.
I feel like Shay knows that. And
Shay
it's just
knows that, but
looking
she
for
don't.
a reason.
Here's the thing: Shay don't want to address her, and I don't know. I don't think it's because she's scared of her. I think it would be giving Boots what she wants, and I think Shay is
Mm-hmm.
smart enough not to really engage with her, and that's what I'm gonna give her so far. I'm not gonna give her much, but I'm gonna give her that. I'm actually proud that she's not engaging with Boots to give Boots what she wants, and Boots wants a moment with her, obviously.
She's desperate for a moment because she knows that a moment between her and Bucky when we last saw them getting along would it I mean it would we would be entertained, but only if it's genuine, only if it's freaking genuine. I agree with this, Courtney. She's saying invite them for drinks or something, but this is not a conversation for the workplace. I never understand that, but some people treat their jobs like they treat their homes, and that's a concern. Shay was very adamant to talk to Trina, but Julian should have put his foot down. He should have, and he could have, because regardless of what, and I think this is where friendship gets like blurred as it relates to business. If I'm the one with motion, if I'm the one with over 20 something years in the industry like Julian has, and this bitch is only famous for twerking for Flavor Flav in 2007, like, I'm gonna put my foot down. You're gonna listen to what the fuck I have to say, and if you can't, then I'm not gonna work with you. You're gonna keep selling healthy hand products out your living room, packaging them up. I mean, I don't understand why Shay. That's what she do. You seen Fabo wasn't helping her when he was living there. They had all them packages, all the mail slips. Hey, I'm not mad. Everybody has to start somewhere, but
Everybody gotta start from somewhere, and even some of the biggest corporations still do it that way.
they
So
still do it. Yeah.
yeah, they still do it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, she said, I'm not mad at Shay for not engaging with Larissa's tale. She's parched. Oh, she's extremely parched.
She is. It's like, okay, so you've been gone all this time, and now when you bring your ass back on TV, this is what you do? This
Behavior.
old ass, anxious ass behavior? Like, Lord Jesus. Like, it was fine when you were in your 20s doing that shit because, it made great TV. Y'all were the originals. But at the end of the day, evolve, grow up.
Yeah.
You
I think that's
know,
what a lot of people have to understand. The behavior you have in your 20s should not follow you into your 40s. Just saying. Just saying. But we get to after Shay and Trina. Shay got picked off of everything. So now you about to lose your job, Shay. And she did. Now we get to the comedy show. Kent Jones comes up on stage. And Michael Blackson, you were like, I have this really big comedy show. You were in a little comedy theater, like not even like a stadium. I've seen him perform in a stadium, so I'm like, is he doing this for the show? Because that was not a big comedy
Definitely
venue.
for the show. That's why I didn't even pay no attention. I said, this is definitely you doing this for Love and Hip Hop, and I'm fine with that.
Larissa, yes, Kiwan is supposed to have a eyelash and beauty line with Joy, but all she's done on here is chase crusty dick in hopes of a car and probably just a Toyota. She probably ain't even aiming for a Benz or nothing. Girl, go for the AMG, not the Corolla.
Listen. Whenever I got to lay up with Michael Blackson and Trick Daddy, I better be getting the Maserati at the very least, and at the very most a G-Wagon. Because ain't no way
I want you to pay my policy for the year.
Absolutely, because I ain't got time. Listen, if you want me to bring my ass over there, it costs. I need some gas money too while you at it.
Pay what it costs, God damn it. Pay what it costs. But Lord help us, not Kid Jones, Kid Jogs. Shout out to Heaven. She ain't right. She ain't right. So Heaven is the host of this comedy show, y'all. I didn't like this either, Kiwan. We're gonna get to it because I felt like for men he went too far with some of the types of jokes they need to make about women. But Kid Jones got upstairs on stage and pretty much failed. I mean, he got booed. I had to watch it through my eyes. The jokes were not funny. It got uncomfortably sexual. His auntie stood up and told him, "Yeah, baby, this not for you. This not for you. That's me in 50 years to somebody. I don't know who yet." Probably one of my friends' kids, me and James, gonna be like, baby, let
it go. Let that go. Because you know what? I think this ain't old uncle talking. This is reality talking. This ain't for you. Then that's okay. You keep trying until you find what is for you.
Absolutely. When I tell you that is me and James, and we got some mutual friends from high school who got kids.
Yep.
I could see it in a few years. I'm not sure about, but
I already know I'm gonna be like that. I already know if I'm already like this at 36, I already know when I turn 56, I'm gonna be worse.
Yeah, my little godson tried to make me a pancake. I had to tell him, maybe stick to sports. He was like, "Really?" Just stick to sports.
I said maybe try some eggs and some bacon.
Not try some. I just said stick to sports. Stay the fuck out the kitchen and learn how to court a woman right.
No, because they need to learn how to. No, you need to at the very least know how to make something breakfast wise. So I don't
would have tasted that pancake.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'll go to McDonald's to get me a McGriddle before I eat that shit again. And I don't eat. I don't eat McDonald's, but I will eat a McGriddle. I will. They're good. I miss it.
Okay, I got you, friend. Keep going.
Oh, I haven't had a McGriddle, y'all, in 17 years. A piece of me is proud, but then the other piece of me was like, kind of want one. Are their hash browns still good? Now I'm thinking about McDonald's. That's the devil. That's
asking the person that lives in Phoenix, Arizona, where ain't shit good. So don't ask me. Ask everybody in the chat. Let her know if the McDonald's hash browns are good because I can't give her that here.
Damn, Phoenix messed up McDonald's? It's not even real food. Lord, well, he's leaving, y'all. Amen. Kent got booed off stage. Gael roasted Kent on stage. Claudia crashes the event, and Mike roasted her real bad. He said stuff about her trying to find her period, all this crazy stuff. I just am a girl that's old school. I don't like too much when men comment about periods and shit. Unless you're going to go through the shit every 28 days with me, don't even joke about it, bro. Don't even joke about it. Like, we're in pain because some bitch picked the apple that she wasn't supposed to pick from a forbidden garden or some shit, whatever the story say. I don't be joking about periods and stuff with a 50-plus-year-old woman, Mike, or any woman. And I don't like how he got up there and made jokes about his life as well. It almost gives like he's making reckless decisions so that he can have content for his shows. But I don't know. He just, ugh. I didn't like how he roasted Claudia, and Claudia was trying to have a good face, but you could tell at certain points watching that she was irritated, but she sat through it, which I was impressed with. Looked like Kiwan didn't like it. Courtney said he's degrading. Boo boo, tomato, tomato. Shout out to Isaiah J. We all like the auntie because she shut him the fuck up. Thank
Sure
God.
did. Thank God.
Thank
Thank God she
God.
was there.
She said the hash browns are still good, but then Courtney said they're greasy and hard on the stomach. That's how they would. That's how I remember them.
That's exactly what I said. They
good.
ain't changed. Yeah.
They tasted good. I went to have an apple pie at McDonald's actually. What was that? 2023. I was so disappointed. Nobody told me they changed their apple pies. And then that same year, 2023, I tried to go to KFC on a road trip. I was like, let me get a box of wedges. They laughed at me. I said, when did they get rid of the wedges? I heard they're back though.
They're back now. Yeah, you can go get wedges now.
Why would they get rid of the wedges though? But I'm gonna let that go.
Hell, who knows? Shit.
I
You
didn't
never
know
know.
shit
You
was
never know
wrong.
why they get rid of shit nowadays. Hell.
You just never know.
You just never know.
I'm hungry, y'all. Let me stop talking about food. Can you tell I'm a little hungry? But after the show, Claudia and Michael talk. She explains that Rada is not doing well, and Michael is like, you need to mind your business. Rada's fine. She's like, she's not good. And Michael pretty much says that he and Rada have been talking. They're planning to take the baby to see his mom in Africa. All this stuff that's making it seem like him and Rada are in a good spot. And that is why Rada, or not Rada, but Claudia, me and James both said, mind your black owned business, baby. Mind your business. Because your friends will complain. We've all dealt with this with friends. Your friends will complain about a man, woman, whoever they dating, however they swing. They will make you think this is the worst person in the world and like they were just done so wrong. And then you know what people do? They be right back with them the next day, the next year, the next hour sometimes. Hell, sometimes they leave from complaining to go right back to that person. So I feel like all people go through this. That's what your friends are for. They're there to listen to your complaints and stuff. But I also think that's why you got to understand the fine line of minding your business and knowing when to speak up. And unfortunately, we have to remember friends may feel like family, and they are family we don't share blood with, but they are not actual family. So you still have to maintain boundaries. Claudia, you sitting up here doing all of this just to find out your friend is still talking to this man behind your back. And like Mike said, she not going to tell you because she don't want to be lectured. But like I think it was Kiwan said in the comments, Claudia is definitely being used by Rada as a mouthpiece.
Oh, absolutely.
Weak ass bitch.
Well, no, it's not. It's not only is she weak, it doesn't get through to Michael. So if Claudia says it, because Claudia is, strong willed, it might get through to him. But it's like, if you got to use a friend to that capacity, then I would be questioning the friendship if I was Claudia. Anytime someone has to use me to be a mouthpiece for their man that I know they finna get back with next week, I'm questioning the friendship. Because why use me? Why you can't do it?
You live with him.
You live
Hell,
with him.
Talk to him. You made a baby with him.
Any other time is fine. So from what I heard, Kiwan, yes, they are. From what I heard, yes.
Let's go through the comments, beautiful people, before we end this live. Or actually, let me just end it. So tired. So for whatever reason, Gael jumps into Michael and Claudia's conversation. Gael says, okay, you need to go away from my client. And Claudia didn't like that. Gael then starts talking about Claudia's age and all of this. I'm not for age shaming. Unless you like Karen Huger, 60 something, trying to act like you 32. I'm not gonna age shame you. That's stupid. I don't think nothing wrong with Claudia being 50. It looked like that's all Gael had to say to her. But Claudia got a drink and she made sure that the drink touched Gael. And then it was funny because after throwing the drink on them, she gonna tell the guard, I'm not gonna do anything. Claudia said I'm a class act, but I feel like something in Gael makes people triggered to how they used to be. Because people keep losing their mind. Because Claudia sat there with Nene Leakes, read her for filth gracefully. She does that Fox Circle stuff. So I'm like, how did Claudia get so upset to where she threw a drink on Gael?
It's the forum. It's the forum. It's Love and Hip Hop.
Called her a Love and
This
Hip
is the
Hop bitch,
forum.
though.
It's the forum. You get on Love and Hip Hop. You got to throw drinks, make a noise, throw glasses, and
They told her to
throw
work for your check.
chairs,
This ain't
and
the
yeah,
Price
work
is
for your
Right.
check. Still to this day, Sierra Gates is the undefeated one because I've never seen somebody hit somebody on the top of their head with a purse and then get to swinging. That's probably my favorite fight on Love and Hip Hop to date. Is Sierra hitting that lady on the top of her head with her purse? I'm sorry. That shit took me out.
I cannot.
Everybody talking about there was canned food up in there.
Something was in there.
Something was
Let
in
me
there because I
see.
heard that boom.
He said Michael takes zero accountability. He don't take none of these hoes seriously. And honestly, normally I would fault the man, but I cannot fault a man that said, I'm not going to be faithful. I don't want to be faithful. And then proceeds to live his life unfaithfully. He was allowed to do what he doing. He ain't going to ever take accountability. That's going to be his argument.
I said it on couples therapy. I said it. I'm going to say it here. Whatever Rada get is what she get. Because there's no way I would have agreed to that shit. Especially when you look like that. Absolutely not. You ain't cheating on me with nothing. First of all, that's not only disrespectful, but that is insulting to me when I look better than you.
Listen, she don't care. She obviously doesn't think that way about herself. Heaven was touched by an angel because Claudia was about to send her to hell. She was. Claudia, you could tell Claudia thought about what she was about to do.
Sure
when somebody's been delivered but slips up, that's all that was. Claudia came back. She got it together. Shout out to Claudia, but it's time to let a chicken cluck. The fuck? Rada is a dummy. That's how you know you from the South. She said it's time to let a chicken cluck.
I'm using that one tonight.
I love it. I haven't heard that in a minute.
I got a supervisor that works perfectly for.
You ain't right, James.
I'm gonna say it right over the radio. I'm just gonna let a chicken cluck. That's exactly what I'm gonna say over the radio that's all she can run that mouth.
He said, "Don't come to me with the bullshit." And we working at night. At night.
Yeah.
Everybody better come correct. That's why I didn't survive night shifts. People got on my nerves. I think I cussed 2 coworkers out, and then I went to sleep at my cubicle. They were like, "You could go home." I said, "Okay." That's probably best because I wasn't gonna come back anyway.
No, we'll set some shit on fire. We fall asleep on then.
I set some shit on fire. Oh Lord. But yeah, I think James answered this question.
Yeah, they are very much still together today, from what I heard.
I could be wrong, time,
but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Claudia do look good. She do look good. Yeah, she definitely looks good. I hope that she does more with her platform. And be careful who you're friends with, because your friends, you could have an esteemed career like Claudia Jordan and get dragged to Love and Hip Hop. Watch who you're friends with. James,
Claudia said on Carlos's podcast that she don't care where the check come from. Claudia says she gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. She gonna be on Zeus. She gonna be on Tubi. She gonna be on all of them.
Coming back to RHOA so many times
because they won't make her a main character. She only got friend of contract. She said that numerous times. That
if she getting a check.
Listen, I feel like, to me, I can understand to some extent why have me as a main cast member when I actually brought the entertainment to the network, only to degrade me as a friend of. Like, that one I can give her a pass on. I can give her a pass on that one because, to me, even though I would have took the friend of, I would have been Cynthia. I'm gonna take the friend.
Still friends with Kenya?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Kenya's publicly spoken about that on her YouTube channel. What her and Cynthia's fallout was.
Not I don't Cynthia, agree with Kenya and Claudia.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I
know they're not friends, but I know Claudia came onto Housewives as Kenya's very good friend. So I'm like, are y'all still friends? I would want to
say yes. Y'all don't give me the lie.
I'm gonna look that up, y'all. I'm gonna look that up. I have no clue, but that was it for what happened in Love and Hip Hop Miami. This was season 7, episode 17. You guys, we are in the final season of Love and Hip Hop Miami, as well as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. After these seasons that we are recapping, there will be no more Love and Hip Hop. I will have shows to replace it. We're going to announce the shows we'll be replacing Love and Hip Hop with tomorrow. And I wanted to cover Charm School with some great creators, but we can't find season 1. But Flavor of Love, I will be doing like a throwback recap of Flavor of Love. I'm definitely going to invite James per usual, Kiwan. I'm going to also try and invite Shayna and whatever other creators just to mix it up. It'll be for fun where we talk about old episodes of Flavor of Love. Other than that, James, you have anything you want to announce before we get the hell out of here?
Nope, because I need to take me a little nap before I go in. So thank you
He's
for
gonna
having
go
me,
to sleep.
friend. Yes, because I got to work 12 hours again today. I'm working up until Saturday or Sunday. So you guys pray for me.
Fun times, y'all. But we hope everybody has a good night. We appreciate all of those who watch. We hope that you like the video on your way out. Positive energy to you for your work shift. And we will see you again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Good night.
Good night.